Welcome everybody to the LVI Universe, and tonight we're going to be talking about the champions and the rankings and the power rankings. So pay attention to every detail from each and every show. Here we go. Legend versus Icons, our new show, ladies and gentlemen. These are the champions. We have the Legend versus Icons Unified World Universal Heavyweight Champion, the whole freaking show. Then we have the Legends Intercontinental Champion Darius Angel, and we have the LVI, or the Legend vs Icons Unified Tag Team Champions, the DX Icons, Hardcore Icon, and Youngblood. And we have our Legend vs Icons Unified Women's Universal Champion Vanessa Azul. And then we have the Legend vs Icons Unified Women's Tag Team Champions, the Awesome Ones, Michaela, Barbie, and Jacqueline. And we have the Icons United States Champion, Gardinator, the Dominator. And these are the rankings for each title. At the Raw #1 contender, Icon #2, and Facade Wildman #3 for the Legend vs Icons World Universal Heavyweight Championship. And we have the Legend Jefe #1 contender and John Justice #2 contender for the Legends Intercontinental Championship. And we have the Dangerous Alliance #1 contenders, LWO #2 contenders, and the Terrorists #3 contenders for the LVI Unified Tag Team Championships. And then we have the Legend vs Icons Unified Universal Women's Championship. Vanessa Azul is the champion, and Miku is the #1 contender. Gio #2, Baby Code #3, Lady Dragon #4, the Princess 5, Sadika 6, and Reina Syria 7. Then we have the #1 contenders for the Legend vs Icons Women's Tag Team Championships. We have the Ministry of Dark Fantasy, the B Team, #1, and then we have the Good Girls in the #2, Asumi and Celtics #3, and La Barbie de Reynosa and Baby Love on #4. Then we have the Icons United States Champion Gardinator, the #1 contenders, Mr. Morgan, and #2 Triple M. So now let's go to WWZ World Wrestling Zone on Tuesdays. We have Espia X Jr. as the WWZ World Heavyweight Champion. We have Baby Cole, the WWZ Women's Champion. We have the WWZ Tag Team Champions, Money Inc., Big Money G, and Fresh Puma. Then we have WWZ Women's Tag Team Champions, Asumi and Celtics. And we have the WWZ European Champion, Muleja Achi, and the WWZ Ultraviolet Women's Champion, the Princess. And these are the rankings for the World Heavyweight Championship. We have Histeria Jr. #1 contender, Limbo Azul #2, and Rodriguez, a newcomer, as the #3 contender. Then we have Sadika, #1 contender for the WWZ Women's Championship, Gio #2, Vanessa Azul #3, and Miku #4. And then we have Red Faction #1 contenders for the WWZ Tag Team Championships, Blue Bloods #2, and the Assassins on #3. On the WWZ Women's Tag Team Championships, we have the Awesome Ones and #1 contenders, the Good Girls #2, Ministry of Dark Fantasy #3, and La Barbie de Reynosa and Baby Love #4. Then for the WWZ European Championship, we have Rama #1 contender, Relic #2, and Siniestro de Durango #3. And then for the WWZ Ultraviolet Women's Championship, we have Lady Dragon #1 contender, Emmy #2, Triple J #3, and Reina Syria #4. Now we go to Lucha Libre Classic. the World Heavyweight Champion of Lucha Libre Classic is El Vigilante. Then we have the Lucha Libre Classic Women's Champion Vanessa Azul. Then we have the Lucha Libre Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions, the Team Bring It. That's the Brawler and Ray Castle. And then we have Lucha Libre Classic Women's Tag Team Champions, La Barbie de Reynosa and Baby Love. And then we have Lucha Libre Classic Extreme Women's Champion, Latina Sensation. And Lucha Libre Classic Cruiserweight Champion, Angel Rey Pisces. And these are the rankings of each title. For the Lucha Libre Classic, Saizo's #1 contender, Venganza Letal #2, Fuerza Maligna #3, and Rey Sideral #4. For the Lucha Libre Classic Women's Championship, we have Vanessa Azul as the champion, Baby Code #1 contender, and Ikari #2. For the Lucha Libre Classic Tag Team Championship, for the Cruiserweight Tag Team Championship, we have Team Bring It as the champions. Havoc are the #1 contenders, High Energy #2 contenders, Blaze and Guerrero Olímpico, #3 contenders, and the Luchadores as the #1 contenders, #4. And then we have the Lucha Libre Women's Tag Team Champions, La Barbie de Reynosa and Baby Love. The top contenders are the Austin Ones, Asumi and Celtics, and the Ministry of Dark Fantasy. Then we have the Lucha Libre Classic Extreme Women's Champion, Latina Sensation. The top contenders are Lady Dragon, Sarika, Giu, the Princess Miku, and Reina Siria. And then we have the Lucha Libre Classic Cruiserweight Champion, Rey Pisces. Top contenders, Ultimo Flameter, Blastondel, Gemelo Fantástico 1, Rey Tormento, Ángel Negro, and Gladiator Jr. And now we go to the LVI show. The LVI World Heavyweight Champion is El Terror. The LVI Women's Champion, Vanessa Azul. The LVI Tag Team Champions, Dangerous Alliance, Rix and Mastodon. LVI Women's Tag Team Champions, The Good Girls, Latina Sensation, and Ikari. And the LVI $1 Million Champion, Big Money G. And the LVI Women's $1 Million Champion, Reina Siria. So these are all the champions, and now let's show you the rankings. This is our champion, El Terror, and the top contender is Espia X Jr. And we have the Icon, the Brawler, Facade Wildman, Hysteria Jr., Saizo, Venganza Letal, Muleja Achi, Lingua Azul, Angel Rey Pisces, Emero Fantástico 1, Relic, the whole freaking show, Rey Sideral, and Triple F. For the LVI Women's Championship, we have Salik as the #1 contender, we have Jiu, the Princess, Baby Ko, Emi, and Lady Dragon. For the LVI Tag Team Champions, or Championship, we have the Living Legends #1 contenders, Red Faction #2, the DX Icons 3, Havoc 4, Blue Bloods 5, LWO 6, Blaze and Guerrero Olímpico 7, the Alliance, the Luchadores 8, the Assassins 9, and the Terrors 10. Then we have the LVI Women's Tag Team Champions, Good Girls. The top contenders are the Austin Ones, Asumi and Celtics, and the Ministry of Dark Fantasy. Then we have the LVI $1 Million Championship. Top contenders are Angel Negro, Guardianator, Race Castle, Rey Tormento, Rama, Rodriguez, Darius Angel, Blastondel, John Justice, Robo, Fuerza Maligna, Ultimo Flameter, Siniestro de Durango, El Vigilante, and Gladiator Jr. And for the LVI Women's $1 Million Championship title, we have Reina Siria as the champion, and La Barbie de Reynosa #1 contender, Miku #2, and Triple J #3. So these are all the champions and the rankings. And now I'm going to show you the power rankings. For the Legend versus Icon show, we have the Princess, Legend, Lady Dragon, Asumi, La Barbie de Reynosa, Baby Love, Vanessa Azul, Jacqueline, Facade Wildman, Rix, Michaela Barbie, Dark Fantasy, Celtics, Latina Sensation, Icon, Mr. Morgan, Babyco, Mastodon, El Terror, and Gio. Those are the top 20. Then we have Sadika, Strongman, Miku, Tito Diaz, Ikari, Reina Syria, Brittany Clark, Hardcore Icon, The Whole Freaking Show, Darius Angel, The Crusher, Triple M, Youngblood, Hamza, John Justice, and Guardinator. For the World Wrestling Zone show, WWZ, we have the Princess, Lady Dragon, Asumi, La Barbie de Reynosa, Baby Love, Big Money G, Vanessa Azul, Jacqueline, Michaela Barbie, Dark Fantasy, Anubix Durango, Celtics, Latina Sensation, Siniestro de Durango, Babyco, The Spider, Striker, Gio, Aquelarre Durango, and Limbo Azul as the top 20. And we have Sadika, Miku, Ikari, Reina Syria, Brittany Clark, Principe de Seda, Muleja Achi, Hysteria Jr., Fresh Puma, Triple J, Relic, Rama, Emmy, Celestia Jr., SPX Jr., and Rodriguez. For Lucha Libre Classic, these are the power rankings: the Princess, Lady Dragon, Asumi, La Barbie de Reynosa, Ray Castle, The Brawler, Baby Love, Vanessa Azul, Jacqueline, Michaela Barbie, Dark Fantasy, Celtics, Latina Sensation, Babyco, Rey Tormento, Gio, Sadika, Ángel Negro, Miku, Hikari, Ángel Rey Pisces, El Vigilante, Último Flameiro, Reina Syria, Guerrero Olímpico, Brittany Clark, Blaze, Johnny Star, Robo, Fuerza Maligna, Flamer Extreme, Saizo, Gemelo Fantástico 1, Blastondel, Tadashi, Gladiator Jr., Venganza Letal, Siniestro, Eder Extreme, and Rey Sideral. And for the LVI show, we have the Princess, the Legend, Lady Dragon, Asumi, La Barbie de Reynosa, Ray Castle, The Brawler, Baby Love, Big Money G, Vanessa Azul, Jacqueline, Pasal Wildman, Elrix, Michaela Barbie, Dark Fantasy, Anubix Durango, Celtics, Latina Sensation, Siniestro de Durango, and Icon. Those are the top 20. And we have Mr. Morgan, Babyco, The Spider, Mastodon, Rey Tormento, El Terror, Striker, Gio, Aquelarre Durango, Limbo Azul, Sadika, Strongman, Ángel Negro, Miku, Tito Díaz, Ikari, Ángel Rey Pisces, El Vigilante, Último Flameiro, Reina Syria, Guerrero Olímpico, Brittany Clark, Hardcore Icon, The Whole Freaking Show, Blaze, Johnny Star, Robo, Príncipe de Seda, Muleja Achi, Darius Angel, Hysteria Jr., The Crusher, Triple M, Fuerza Maligna, Flame Extreme, Saizo, Gemelo Fantástico 1, Youngblood, Blastondel, Tadashi, Fresh Puma, Gladiator Jr., Venganza Letal, Triple J, Hamza, Relic, Rama, Siniestro, John Justice, Emmy, Celestial Jr., Eder Extreme, Guardinator, SPX Jr., and Rey Sideral, and Rodriguez. So as you can see, we have 76 total created superstars here on the LVI Universe, and we are going to be adding more people, but it's only if I create them for the show. If you are a superstar, si eres luchador, and want to participate, let me know, so that way I can create your character and you can participate on the LVI Universe. So thank you all for watching and enjoying this video of the champions and the rankings. We will see you tomorrow on the Legend vs. Icon show here on the LVI Universe. Have a good night.